everybody, welcome back. We are the fresh dish for ABDC, the Nationals, folks.
The top 9, apparently we moved from the regionals to the Nationals.
Yeah, and then from the Nationals, we're going to go to the Super World Cup. And from the World Cup, we're going to go to All Galaxy.
It's like the Olympics of dance.
Yeah.
Eventually there has to be something higher than this.
There has to be. Hey, you know what? I wanted to say thank you to all the people that are watching the show, giving the comments, letting us know what the audition process was like for ABDC. That was very helpful. I know.
We got all of our questions answered. Do you have anything else this week?
I do. Here we go. For all you people out there, if there's a chance for you to tell me, is there, okay, and I'm not trying to bag on anybody or anything like that, I just want to know, does MTV for ABDC have like a costume department that makes these crews dress a certain way? You know? I
bet they have some help.
They have to, right?
But if they do, are they given any kind of creative liberties? Like, do they get a say?
Right. Or did they say, hey, Jungle Boogie lady, we're sponsored by Tony the Tiger, and we want you to wear this shirt. It's great.
That was Rocky.
Yeah, right? Holy smokes.
I know, I kind of had the same feeling.
Yeah.
But we're relying on you now to let us know. Give us the inside. How does it work backstage at ABDC?
Yeah, let us know. Let us know. So, hey, we had the top 9 teams, and we started with the West.
And you know what? This is a great time in the show because it shows what they did at the regionals, and can they live up to that and even surpass that in the Nationals? Yeah,
can they live up to the hype?
Did they live up to the hype? Did they? That's the big question.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think they did.
Ooh, okay.
I was so disappointed with the way they started the show because I thought, this isn't the group I saw in regionals.
Right.
Where'd they go? Where'd their Hawaiian shirts go? Where'd the big reveal go?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I thought, well, maybe they got to like fly home for a while before the Nationals started, and maybe they were a little bit jet lagged or something, you know? And then I was also thinking, hey, if you're the team that has to go first, you're gonna have to bring it harder than anybody because you need to set the bar high, and they came out and it was just kind of
lackluster. And the trick that they did, they had an opportunity where they picked the guy up, they flipped him over, they kind of launched him, right? Right. They kind of did that flip back and forth. But when they launched him, he just kind of stood up on his feet. What about a flip? There could have been a flip in there.
There could have been something
to take it to the next level.
You know, but it was cool. You know, they at the end they took their shirts off and they had the snorkels on, you know, with the water and stuff like that. But, you know, they were one of the 3 teams that got roadblocked, so they ended up going to what the judges considered to be the bottom 3. Yeah.
But I know in the intro, one of them said that they wanted, by this performance, they wanted to put Hawaii on the map. Right. Well, what I'm thinking is, Hawaii already on the map?
Yeah, they're on the map just a little further away from everyone else.
And whoever has never seen it on the map, they're definitely not going to see it now because it just wasn't good enough this time.
But hey, you know what? Just bring it next week, guys. Come on.
Bring it.
Bring it, okay? Next is my favorite team. Heavy Impact! Whoa! I love this team because I envision myself dancing along with those guys.
You've been rehearsing all week, haven't you?
I have been. And I gotta tell you, I know what their sign is. You know, everyone talks about the signs. We were trying to develop our own sign. It seems all these dance crews have their sign. Heavy Impact is this.
Oh, very true.
That's what they do.
I think Isaac steals the show with that. Yes.
He just...
What did you think of them? Did you think... To me, I thought that they're another, like, kind of slow start to the show.
Right, right.
Do you agree or disagree?
Well, you know what? I'll say this. It's different for me to watch them because they've got so much like personality, and they really have like this, like, I don't want to say it's like a chip on their shoulder, but they dance with so much passion. To watch these big dudes jump up in the air. That one guy just did those backflips all the way across, and they were just like getting into it and just, you know, it's like a totally, I can't grade them on that. You know, it's like Omarion had said in the regionals, it's like he's got to feel it. I can feel it from this team, so it's hard for me to judge them. Well,
that's what's going to keep them going is their fun, energetic presence.
Yeah, they will definitely be a crowd favorite. So, you know, I don't see them going and slipping into the bottom anytime soon.
But next time, if they're going to try a trick, like do something more, because to me that trick was really unimpressive.
Right.
And if it's not going to be really big, then just don't do it at all.
Ooh, there you go.
Just
there you go.
Leave it.
Heavy Impact.
Leave it backstage.
Don't take her words lightly.
Okay, well we have to move on to your pick for the win.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hooked on Phonics. All right. They're awesome. I love Hooked on Phonics. They're the best.
How good were they?
They were really, really good. They were crisp. They were clean. I mean, everything. Now, let me ask you something. One of their guys, the guy that seems to be the storyteller for the most part, you know, I don't know why. I don't know if maybe he just has better facial expressions than everybody else. Doesn't he look like he could be Jet Li's son? You know who Jet Li is? Doesn't he look like Jet Li a little bit? Like, I was like, wow, that's really good. Like, I wonder if they'll do that at any time because they're so into, you know, comedy and telling tales. I wonder if they'll do some kind of kung fu type thing where he's like Jet Li because he looks a lot like him.
Well, they're going to have to mix. It's going to have to be robotic.
Right.
That kind of style.
Oh, yeah,
You're going to have to really mix those two.
Right.
Can they pull that off?
I don't know. But here's what I was thinking, too. Okay, so as we all know, there's teams out there with gimmicks. We'll get to that team in a little while. But here's the thing I was thinking. Does Poreotix, whatever their name is, do they have a gimmick because of their ISOs? Like JC was saying, the ISOs, right? And is that their gimmick? And if so, what happens if you take it away? What does that make that team? And then I started thinking about that. I'm like, hey, you know what? They're not really much if you take that away.
No, that's why the judges are telling them, okay, we're going to like put you through this week, but you really need to step it up.
Yeah.
We need a little bit more choreo.
Right.
You know, because I think they have the potential to really dance and to add some tricks. They just need to do it. And maybe they just did need that little push, right?
Yeah, and so they're still my favorite team. You know, they're still my favorite team. I just want to see something a little bit different than what you're already giving us, which is awesome and it's very entertaining and I love it. And change your name.
I'm surprised you didn't paint a little moon or sun on your belly today so you could show it.
Oh, man. I should have done that. I should have done that.
Next week.
Yeah.
Come up with something for us like that.
Okay. All right. But yeah, I love Hooked on Phonics. They're the best.
I like Hooked on Poreotix. That's
yeah. There you go.
Now you just have to learn how to say it. You need phonics to be able to say Poreotix.
Right.
Okay, well, let's move down to the dirty South.
Weehaw!
But now they're in Hollywood, so...
Yeah. Well, they're still from the South, and they could be dirty if they want to.
Okay, I think we should we'll keep this in order.
Okay.
We'll start with Swagger Crew.
Right.
Who got eliminated.
Yeah, see you later, Swagger Crew. I wasn't either. I was shocked from the regional district, you know, divisionals going into the nationals. I thought they were going to be a lot better. After just watching them straight out perform, I was like, ooh, like what's going on here? I mean, is it mentally this team checked themselves out? They were like, hey, MTV just added this whole new thing where we have to go through regionals now, and they finished that, and then they're thinking like, well, shoot, we made it through the regionals, yay! And now they're like, we'll just settle for that? Because they didn't really look like they wanted to win the whole thing.
Well, if I remember correctly, you weren't a huge fan in regionals, right?
No.
Okay. So you could kind of predict this was going to happen.
Yeah, a little bit.
I was disappointed. I didn't see the same team. I mean, I thought they rocked it in regionals, but now the choreo was just too basic.
Yeah.
but I'm a dancer, but I seriously could have done that.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Or choreographed it.
A little choreo difference.
All these variations of choreography.
Poreotix. Maybe you should have a team called Poreotix. That would be cool.
Go.
Yeah, but I think it just settled down. It just came down to they were like a big fish in a little pond. They got some national exposure. Their friends got to see them on TV. They feel satisfied with what they did, and now they like just gave up.
And maybe they just needed a different song.
Yeah, that could have been it too.
The judges said the choreo was really strange how hard they were hitting it. It did not mix with the song.
Yeah.
But they had a little bit faster of a remix. Remix.
Maybe. Now, here's a team that lit the place on fire. I mean, if you didn't think Hooked on Phonics did it or Heavy Impact did it, then for sure, after watching Jungle Boogie come out, they lit the place up and they just tore it up on stage crazy.
But are you happy they went from the whole ape thing to the tiger this week?
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking, hey, here's another thing. They're like, it's like watching Kung Fu Panda. You know what I mean? They got the stork, they got the lizard, they got the snake. Like, each of them every single week can envelop a new personality because their team is that strong. You know, we saw the gorilla the first time, now the tiger. What are we going to see next week? The snake? Are they going to do some crazy snake thing? I don't know. But either way, I'm excited. I just could not stand the Tony the Tiger face on the girl's shirt.
Rocky?
Yeah, that was just not... I was not into that. I wanted to eat some frosted flakes, you know, and I don't know what to do.
I actually liked it. I liked everything about Rocky, and I liked that they told us her story and that she is the queen of the jungle. Nice. I mean, she leads this pack.
Yeah.
We didn't know that.
I didn't know that, yeah. Yeah, and they had a really cool African style, you know, for those of us that like watching that kind of stuff on So You Think You Can Dance. It was really cool to just see, you know, a little different flavor in there. You like that?
And I liked it when Rocky she was in the background, she got on the guy's knees, and then they just did
yeah, that was cool. They were just all moving, and yeah, they had the swagger going, that's for sure.
Level
yeah,
there.
It was very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, so good job. There you go. That's my shout out to you guys.
So I think we're saying we're excited to see them next week, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Now a team that didn't get flushed royally was Royal Flush. That was for Mario.